Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Vadarayanam Sutra Bhashikritau Vande Bhagavantau Puna Puna Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavad Vyapta Dehaya Dakshina Murtaye Namaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayeta. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Verse number 10, chapter 9. Mayadhyakshena prakriti suyate sacharacharam hetuna nena kaunteya jagad viparivartate. I repeat one more time. Mayadhyakshena prakriti suyate sacharacharam hetuna nena kaunteya jagad viparivartate. First see the word meaning. Maya, by me. Adhyakshena, in presence. Prakriti, nature. Suyate, produces. Sacharacharam, the moving and unmoving. Hetuna, by cause. Anen, by this. Kaunteya, O son of Kunti. Jagat, the world. Vivartate, works. Now see the meaning. Under my supervision, Prakriti gives birth to all mobile and immobile entities. Because of this, O Arjuna, does the world revolve? See one more time its translation in another way. This material nature is working under my direction, O son of Kunti, and it is producing all moving and unmoving beings. By its rule, this manifestation is created and annihilated again and again. In previous verse, we studied that Lord Sri Krishna said, O Arjuna, I am the creator of the universe, but I am indifferent. I am unattached. So it makes a question. Because any creator, if we create something, even a small thing, small object, and we feel I am the creator. Sri Krishna says, I created entire universe, but I do not have the sense of creator. I am indifferent, unattached. So this statement make a question in mind of Arjuna. How is it possible? Logically, it is not correct. If you are the creator, you must have the sense of creator. So that is why Sri Krishna is taking on this question. And very simply he replied, Maya Dhakshena. Maya Dhakshena, actually, this is a phrase, not a word. In this world, we have to break this. This word has to be understood very, very clearly. What is Maya Dhakshena? Here are two words, Maya and Adhyakshena. So Maya means by me. By me. The important word is, this word had so many senses, Adhyakshena. Adhyakshena, the literally meaning is president. Like a president of any state. So president can be translated as a Adhyaksh. So Adhyaksh means the president who has all powers, who has all rights of the state. Adhyaksh, the president, can do anything. But here the meaning is very, very different. In Sanskrit, Adhyaksha means, Aksha means the eye. Adhi means the under. Means what? Whatever is happening, the person is just watching, doing nothing, just watching. But its presence makes much difference. The presence of any person can make effect outside. Take an example. Like there is a piece of magnet and another piece of the iron. When the piece of iron comes in range, it comes closer to the magnet. The piece of the magnet does not do anything. It does nothing. Without doing anything, the piece of the iron comes closer. Action takes place. Action is happening there. Movements are happening there. Movements are taking place in the piece of the iron. Without doing anything by the magnet. Like sun is in the sky. There are many flowers. They start blooming. Sun does nothing. But because of presence of sun, nature becomes happy. The flower becomes happy. Because presence of the magnet creates the action in the piece of the iron. So Adhyaksh means same. The supreme consciousness, the God, does nothing. God just presence. And in his presence, his power, we call it Prakriti. Yes, Sri Krishna uses the word is Maya Dhakshena Prakriti Suyate Sacharacharam. In my presence, my nature, the Prakriti, the Maya, without presence of the God, without presence of the consciousness, Maya cannot do anything. For I will give another example, like in our body. Our body, every organs are working. All organs are working outside, inner side. They are working. But when a person died, any organ cannot work. So organ can work only if there is consciousness. If consciousness is in the body, then mind can work, intellect can work, upper respiratory system can work, digestive system can work, hands can move, legs can walk, eyes can see. So anything can be done in presence of the consciousness, and consciousness does not do anything. But the presence is must. So Sri Krishna says, Maya Tyakshena Prakriti Suyate Sacharacharam. Arjun, actually, I am not the doer. I am just present. In my presence, my nature, my power, my Prakriti is doing everything. Sacharacharam. Sacharacharam means the moving and unmoving. Moving and unmoving, everything is happening. Everything is happening, but I am not doing anything. So Sacharacharam means like object, like Jivatma, individual soul. Everything is happening, is being created by the Maya in my presence. So I am not doer. Hetuna anena kaunteya jagat viparivartate. And that is why. So procedure is very simple. Procedure is very simple. The God is present and Maya does everything. This is the procedure. Hetuna anena kaunteya jagat viparivartate. This word is working. Now, next one. Verse number 11. Avajananti mam mudha manushim tanumasritam param bhavam ajananto mama bhuta maheshwaram. I repeat one more time. Avajananti mam mudha manushim tanumasritah param bhavam ajananto mama bhuta maheshwaram. First, see its word meaning. Avajananti, disregard. Mam, me, mudha, fools, manushim, human, tanum, form, asritam, assumed, param, higher, bhavam, state, ajanata, not knowing, mam, my, bhutamaheswaram, great Lord of beings. Now see the translation. Fools regarded me dwelling in human form, not knowing my higher nature as the Supreme Lord of all beings. See the translation in different way. Fools are insulting me when I am descended in the human form. They do not know my transcendental nature and my supreme domination over all that be. Now see, what kind of knowledge Sri Krishna is giving here? He says this creation is created by, in my presence, by Maya. Maya is the creator. Maya is the creator. But my presence is must. So Maya is the power of the God. Now see the nature of human beings. See the nature of individual souls. So Lord's power or energy or prakriti, we call it Maya. Sri Krishna says, I am creating the world through the Maya because the people can know me. The only interest is to create the world. The people can know the God. People can understand the reality. So the world is not created to give some kind of sorrow, some kind of misery. No. Sri Krishna says, this world is created by Maya in my presence. The purpose is we know the God. And I am there in avyakt form. So world is manifested and there in the world I am in manifested. But I am there, like you are watching the tree. So tree is manifested form of the God. You are watching a mountain. So mountain is the manifested form of the God. Whatever we are experiencing, whatever we are watching, experiencing, this is a manifested form of the God. But we do not believe. If you do not believe, then you think seriously. Sri Krishna says, in that tree, I am there in form of its consciousness. We are watching human being is moving. And animals are running. Their visible form is as animal, but invisible form is consciousness. So try to understand everywhere presence of the God. Think like you put a seed in the soil. There is creation. The seed becomes a small tender sprout. Creation happened. Who did it? Do not think in ancient time there was a time and God created the world, the earth, the sun, the moon, and work is over. No, creation is happening right now as well. Every moment, creation is happening. Every moment. See, in the tree, there are flowers. Flowers becomes the fruit. Fruit ripes. So creation is going on. It means the creator also should be there. God is there. But we cannot see. So God is giving another formula to understand the God. Avajananti mam mudha manushim tanu masritaha. Sri Krishna says, so that is why to prove, to make understand the human beings, the existence of the God, he takes avatar. He takes so many forms. The only purpose is God tries to make us understand the reality, the presence of the God. That is why he takes so many forms. And God took the form of the fish. He's moving here and there. So movement of the fish shows God is there. But we cannot understand. Then God took another form of the half man, half lion. He wanted to make us understand about the consciousness. Try to understand, but we could not understand. Then God took another form like Kapil, Dattatreya, Narad, Vyas, and they showed their power just for make us understand. And we could not understand. We could not understand. Then he took the form of the Ram, Vaman, and finally he took incarnation of the Krishna. Krishna is the full expression of the consciousness. Full expression of the consciousness. There is no other way to express consciousness. Sri Krishna says, Avajananti mam mudha. Because Sri Krishna showed by his power, by his wealth, by his decision, that he is God. He tried to make us understand. He did so many such tremendous work, human being cannot. He lifted a mountain. He danced hood of the serpent. And he did so many miraculous work. Only for that we can understand the supreme consciousness. He showed the Virat to the Arjuna. But yet Sri Krishna is saying, Arjuna, no one can recognize me. Avajananti mam mudha manushim tanumasrita. They would say, yes, Sri Krishna has some great powers. Sri Krishna is the great personality. But they don't ready to understand Sri Krishna is the God. Param bhavam ajananta mama bhuta maheshwaram. They are not ready to understand my parama bhavam, param, the transcendental existence. Yes, they accept. Even Duryodhana also was agreed. Duryodhana also was agreed Sri Krishna is some different. Sri Krishna has some different powers. Karan, Bhishma. Everyone had understanding that Sri Krishna is not common. He is extraordinary. But they could not understand that Sri Krishna is supreme consciousness. Avajananti mam mudha manushim tanumasrita. I am taking the incarnation only for I want to make people understand that there is consciousness. Parama bhava majananto mama bhuta maheshwaram. I am the Supreme Lord of all beings. Now, next one. Moghasa, mogha karmanu, mogha jnana vichetasha, rakshasi masurim chaiva, prakriti mohanim sritaha. See one more time. Sri Krishna says, Moghasa mogha karmanu mogha jnana vichetasha Rakshasi masurim chaiva prakriti mohanim sritaha. See the word meaning. Moghasa, of vain hopes. Mogha karmana, of vain action. Mogha jnana, of vain knowledge. Vichitsa, senseless. Rakshasim, demolish. Asurim, undivine. Cha, and eva, verily. Prakritim, nature. Mohinim, deluded. Sritaha, possessed of. Now see the translation. Sri Krishna says, O Arjuna, they are of futile aspirations, futile actions, futile knowledge, and wrong intellect, and they take recourse only to the delusive nature that is demonic and devilish. Very important, this mantra is very, very important. Sri Krishna is taking two different kind of people. Two different kind of people. The first one is, Sri Krishna here gives the name Rakshasi Asuri. Rakshasi and Asuri. So let's understand what Sri Krishna is trying to say. Prakriti means the nature. Nature of human beings. See, animals are complete animal. A dog is complete dog by birth. A cow is cow by birth till the death. An elephant is complete elephant from the birth till the death. Nothing is going to happen different. But human being is not so. Human being is not fixed by birth. Sri Krishna says, Arjuna, try to understand the nature of the human beings. Prakriti. There are two types of people. So first is like Rakshasi, Asuri. Rakshasi and Asuri. Rakshasi, Sri Krishna has some secret meaning here. I will try to disclose. First thing is Moghasa. Moghasa means their desires are futile. Their desires are futile. Yes, every desire is futile. Desires are futile. Desires, we want means we feel that I am empty inside. If I want something, it shows that I am poor. So I want from the outside. I'm trying to find out something from outside. It may be any object. It may be happiness. Anything. So if I feel that I am not happy, like if you are a full stomach, you are not hungry, you will not want any food because you are full. In that state, you cannot have any food, so you do not want any food. Same, if you are happy, then happiness is not required. So first, comes in my mind, I am not happy. So I need happiness from here and there, from the other people. We try to get happiness from other. And after some time, it is not going to happen. Because happiness is not outside. Its sources are inside. Its sources are not outside. Then we started blaming to other people. We started blaming to other people. You are like this, you are like that. You are making me miserable. So we try to get happiness from the other people, from the any other object, and we are chasing an impossible task. This is the moghasa. Moghasa means impossible. Sri Krishna is giving clearly message. Moghasa means this is not going to happen. No matter how much time you are wasting, you may try, like dog which is trying to chase his tail. Moghasa. This is not going to happen. And when we do not get happiness, then we started blaming and we find out the cause. Other people is giving sorrow, misery to me. This is another mistake. See carefully. First mistake we did that. We were thinking that other people will give me happiness. This is the first mistake. Another mistake is we think another people is giving misery to us. This is the second mistake. If someone cannot give you happiness, how can he give the misery to you? It's not possible. It is like this, you are wanting sweet water from the ocean. By nature, ocean cannot give you sweet water. And you blame the ocean. You have so much water, you are not giving to me a drop of sweet water. So one mistake we do, and that mistake is we want happiness from the other. Another mistake, we always make that, we blame that that person is giving unhappiness to me. Sri Krishna says, simple word, moghasa. Their desires are futile, vain. Moghasa, another word is mogha karmanaha. Karma, action. First is desiring. Our desires are for impermanent. Our desires are for futile. Then our actions are also for impermanent, like we are doing effort to make property, to make money, to make house, to do this and that. Yes, you can achieve that. Sri Krishna is not saying you are not going to be successful. Being successful or not, it is because of your destiny. Sri Krishna is not saying mogha karmana. The translation could be that actions are व्यर्थ, useless. Their actions are without any result. You can read this translation, but it does not mean it. If you believe God or not, you may succeed, you may not. It is because of your destiny, not because of your faith. But the consequences of your actions, what will come? Whatever will come, they are impermanent. No matter you are going to heaven, you are leaving the earth. That is why it is Mogha Karmana. Mogha Jnana, another word he is giving, Mogha Jnana. Jnana means the knowledge. Their knowledge is also futile, without meaning. He may know so many things, like a doctor. For an example, the doctor has knowledge about the entire body. See, the doctor may know what is inside the body. He know about the blood. He know about the bone, nerves. He know entire system of the body. Not only outside, inside. Being a doctor, he can study, he can read, he can know everything inside of the body, every part. And any part of the body is not attractive. Any part of the body. But he knows. He knows inside the body there is nothing, any attractive thing. So being a doctor, he knows everything. Yet, he has attraction toward the body. He has attraction toward the body. So this is the Mogha Jnana. What the purpose of the knowledge? An ignorant person who does not know about the inner side body, he may be attractive. But doctor, he knows everything. And nothing inside the body, any part of the body, any metal of the body is to be attractive. But doctor is attracted to the body. Sri Krishna says, Mogha Jnana. And because of this, Rakshasi, Masurim Chaiva, Sri Krishna is giving three aspects of the intellect. Such people, three aspects. One is Rakshasi, another is Asuri, third one is Mohini. Now let me explain. Rakshasi means what? Rakshasi means the person who tried to make miserable to another without any reason. Rakshasi, you may have heard about Ravan, any other demons. So their nature was to make miserable, to give misery to another person without any cause, without any purpose. They enjoyed it. They enjoyed it. Because they enjoyed it. So this is because of the Rakshasi Pravritti. Another person is, they try to make themselves happy condition. And for that, if there is necessary, then they will hurt other person. See the difference. There is a difference. One is Rakshas, other is Asur. Rakshas means who is hurting other person without any purpose. Asur is who is hurting other person with a purpose. But both are hurting other person. Both are making miserable other person. And third one is Mohini. Mohini means unconscious state. They are not ready to accept. They are not ready to understand anything. Mohini, like some person takes a drug and becomes unconscious. Takes drugs, unconscious. He do not want, that person doesn't want to do anything. Mohini. So Sri Krishna says, I am here. I am in form as a Krishna. I am without form in this world. Because of the person is foolish, he cannot understand me, he cannot realize me. I am in two forms, visible and invisible. Now, next one. Mahatmanastu mam partha daivim prakritima sritaha bhajatyananya manasho gyatva bhutadim abhyayam. I repeat. Mahatmanastu mam partha daivim prakritim asritaha bhajantananya manasho gyatva bhutadim abhyayam. See the word meaning. Mahatmanaha, great souls, tu but, mam, me, Parth, O Arjun, daivim, divine, prakritim, nature, asritaha, refugged, bhajanti, worship, ananya manasha, with a mind devoted to nothing else, gyatva, having known, bhutadim, the source of beings, abhyam, imperishable. See the word translation. Sri Krishna says, but the great souled ones, O Arjun, who are associated with my divine nature, worship me with unwavering mind, knowing me to be the immutable source of beings. This is the one phase in human beings that first Sri Krishna described the nature of the Mudha. But everyone is not Mudha. So Sri Krishna says, tu means but. It does not mean in this universe no one knows the God. Sri Krishna says, it does not mean in this world no one knows God, consciousness. He says, no, this is not true. But there are some great souls, Mahatmana. Mahatmana means the great soul. Mahatmana, it can be translated as a saint. Mahatmana, the saint. So what the definition of the saint? What the definition of the Mahatma? What the definition of the great soul? According to Sri Krishna, he says, whatever we have studied in previous verse number, it was 12. We have studied the nature of the Mudha. Just opposite nature is Mahatma. Mahatmanastu mam partha daivim prakriti masrita. What the nature of the Mahatma? What the definition of the Mahatma? Sri Krishna says here, daivim prakriti. Their nature is divine. So first definition could be of a Mahatma, the knower of the divine. Daivim prakriti. Daivim means the divine. I will give you one more example with your body. In our body, we know outer side of the body. A doctor can know the inner part of the body. The psychologist may know the inner part of the mind. After that, what? So body can be known without any extraordinary knowledge. Body can be seen by anybody. Even animals also can see the body. Animals also can see the body. But inner part of the body can be known through some special knowledge. If you are a doctor, you have equipment, then you can know the inner part of the body. But if you are a psychologist, then you can know the nature of the mind. It is beyond the inner part of the body. It is some subtle part of the body. It is in the body, but it is subtle part of the body. But consciousness is yet unknown. And without knowing that consciousness, your nature, your swabhav, your understanding is not divine. For divine nature, you have to know the divine. So Sri Krishna says, Daivim Prakriti Masritaha. The Mahatma, the saint, those who have the divine knowledge of the consciousness, what they do? Bhajanti manasho gyatva bhutadim abhyam. They started worship of the consciousness. We do not have knowledge about consciousness. How can I work? If I do not have any knowledge about anything, how can I work? So worship of the God only can be done if you know the God. Bhajanti ananya manasho. They starts gyatva bhutadim abhyam. See the Sri Krishna's statement. He says gyatva, having known. First you know the God, then you can worship the God. Like something is invisible. If somebody has power, which is the person is invisible, it is not visible. And that invisible person has any problem in his body, how doctor can treat? Because it is not visible. So doing something, that person must be visible. Same, the consciousness, the God, the supreme reality, if you do not know, how can you worship? So Sri Krishna says, Mahatma means, great soul means the one who has knowledge of the God, and they always worship me. Now, final verse. Shatatam kirtayanto mam yatatansya dridhabhrataha namasyansya mam bhaktya nityukta upasate. See, one more time, I repeat. Satatam kirtayanto mam yatatansya dridhabhrataha namasyantasya mam nitya bhaktya nityukta upasate. See the word meaning first. Satatam, always. Kirtayanta, glorifying. Mam, me. Yatantaha, striving. Cha, and. Dridhabhrata, firm in vows. Namasyanta, prostrating. Cha, and. Mam, me. Bhaktya, with devotion. Nityukta, always steadfast. Upasate, worship. Now see its translation. Ever speaking of my glory, striving with firm resolve, paying homage to me, and being permanently endowed with devotion, they worship me. What soul, the great soul, the Mahatma, do? What Mahatmas do? What are their actions? What are their activities? So Sri Krishna is giving here very, very clearly message to the Arjun, to the entire humanity. He says, the great soul, Satatam Kirtayantaha, always, not occasionally. Kirtayantaha, they always chanting Lord's name, the Lord's glory, always. Not for others. They do everything to make understand themselves. Kirtayanta. Satatam kirtayanta. Always. The satatam always word is very, very meaningful. It has to be understood here. Satatam always. Without actually we put some conditions for ourselves. We put some conditions for ourselves, like I do this vrata on Monday, I do this that day, here and there. We put some conditions. Sri Krishna says, if you want to realize God, it is a must condition. You always glorify the God, yatanta, and strive always to the God, striving. Dridhavrita, with firm devotion. Namasyantaha means total surrender. Totally surrendered people becomes very close to God every time, always. For them, Sri Krishna says, Nityukta upasate. Nityukta upasate. Sri Krishna says that person, that devotee, that Mahatma always is connected with me. For them, there is no any condition. They can understand me everywhere. They can understand me anywhere because they are totally surrendered. They are totally observed with me because of the kirtan, their devotion, their firm dedication to the God, and they are Mahatma. So here Sri Krishna gave two aspects of the humanity. One aspect is Mudha. They don't understand anything about the consciousness. They may know everything about the world. Another personality is, another aspect of humanity is Mahatmanaha, the great souls. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Vadarayanam Sutra Bhashikritau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah. Ishtaru Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavade Vyaptarehaya Dakshina Murtaye Namaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayeta. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.